Hey, beautiful sisters. So today I want to speak with you about emotional wobbles and emotional spirals and wobbles. So you probably know what I mean, but I'll just spell it out for you. It's those times where we get pulled into a wave of negativity, um, shaming oneself, negative self talk. You feel like it's hopeless and you like get really pulled down into it. And it's really important for us to really understand what's going on there and also have really solid go-tos of how we can tend to ourselves when that happens, because it does happen. Like when we're on this track of shifting and transforming, then it's almost inevitable that there'll be times where you get pulled right back into your patterns, and probably in a way that's like more strong than ever before. And it can feel like, oh, so frustrating and yeah, really difficult. And so it's really important for us to be aware of that possibility and then to be prepared for that. So that's what I would like to lead you through today, a little process to do that. So first of all, what does a wobble or emotional spiral often look like for you? I'd love for you to reflect on that, and I would love for you to journal on this a little bit later. But for now, just consider the kind of a usual kind of pattern of how that looks like, and also what that feels like. What are the sensations in your body? What are the patterns? Just have a little feel into that. Perhaps have a look through the newsreel, the show reel of your life, and moments where you've really fallen into that. Yeah, place a hand on your heart. And next, what um, what are often the triggers? So, for instance, if I have a bad sleep, um, that really triggers me often into feeling worse about myself. So what are the kind of triggers that happen? Or could be like looking at Instagram or Facebook and just being super triggered by something. Maybe there's someone you have to unfollow or something, but what are the triggers that can often, start that process? Deep breath. You can journal on this more after. And then what makes it worse? Like, so for instance, I know if I go and have a coffee and do too much outside and don't spend time nourishing myself, I can much easily kind of get into a loop, into a spiral. I need to spend a lot of time nourishing myself when I notice that I'm going out like that. So what are the kinds of activities that you notice yourself doing that actually makes it worse when you've already started going into your wobble? Deep breath. Now, what helps? Like, for instance, I notice I breathe into my kidneys and I lay on the earth and I rest and self-care, then that really, really helps. If I acknowledge also, if I acknowledge, oh, you're in a wobble right now, you're in a wobble, this feels really hard, you're really shaming yourself a lot right now, and that's okay, and what do you need? So that's the kind of thing that I do. So what's the kind of thing that helps you? And it would be great if you could line up 3 go-tos of 3 things that help support you when you're in a wobble. It could be calling up a friend or even scheduling a call to a friend who's going to really support you. Could be laying on the earth for 10 minutes. And it could very much be one of the practices from the Shakti flows. So, one thing I'd like for you to do is to notice the practices that really work for you and really in the flows, and particularly ones today to notice ones that balance your nervous system. So, I want you to, notice the ones that just super work for you. It could be just a really simple movement or a simple breathing, laying with your hands on your womb, whatever. Just notice what works for you and keep on noticing as you do the different flows. Okay. I'm sending you so much love, and I know that you're getting better at this and you're going to get better at navigating these dips, these low frequency dips. And that's going to be so empowering for you. And yeah, I just really want to remind you that you have the resources to support yourself when you when you get caught down in a wave. And it's a work in progress. And it's totally okay if you have dips, as long as you know how to get yourself out of that as well. Okay, enjoy the practice today. I'm sending you so much love.